Welcome in. Thanks so much for joining us. It is Thursday, February 10th, and we are going to give you our top plays of the day. I'm Alex White for Odds Checker, here with Micah Roberts, former Las Vegas Sportsbook Director. Micah, how are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. I'm ready to go. Let's pick some winners. Let's give some people like a nice 5-16 parlay.
All right, let's do it. NBA, we've got 7 games tonight. I know you're looking at something with Memphis at Detroit.
Yes, I love Memphis. They're one of my favorite teams in the NBA to bet. You know why? Because they're the number one best cover team in the NBA. That's pretty good. You know what else they are, Alex? They're also number one in steals, number one in rebounding, and number one in block shots. That is impressive for a team that's staying under the radar completely. 25-1 at Caesar Sports to win the NBA Finals. That's a long way to go, but I think they're going to be there, right there in the finals. I think them and Phoenix are the two best teams. We get Draymond Green back. He's going to be fighting for the Warriors, and Rudy Gobert, when he comes back, the Jazz will be close. But the thing about Memphis is they've been rolling healthy together for a couple weeks now, over a month now. They've been playing extremely good ball, and that's what we're seeing in the NBA with a lot of key players missing regularly games. And so what we got here with Memphis, they've gone 3-0 straight up ATS their last 3, 6-1 straight up ATS their last 7. A lot of momentum. They're rolling, and Ja Morant, 25-1 to win the MVP award. Not a lot of people are talking about him, but he is gaining momentum. He's kind of doing what Jokic did last year with the Nuggets, where they were winning and he was gaining momentum with scores, triple doubles, doing great things. He won the MVP award. Ja Morant's kind of doing the same thing. He scored 30 points or more in 9 of his last 11 games, and he's been the leading force. In the last 2 games, they've scored exactly 135 points. They come out, attack, they put their foot on the throat and snap it, and just take advantage of teams down the stretch that don't play good pressure defense. Ja Morant's just so hard to guard. So we're going to go ahead and go with that. I think the game's going to be around 7 or so I'm comfortable laying up to 8 with the Grizzlies against the Pistons.
All right, you've convinced me, and I love future bets. I'll have to look out for that Memphis future bet and the MVP. All right, let's look at Milwaukee at Phoenix. This should be a good one. Suns about -3.5 total in that game, 232.
Yeah, this is my number 1 rated team in the NBA, the Phoenix Suns. They're just unbelievably a cohesive unit that probably should have won the NBA Finals last year against the Bucks. Started out 2-0, gave way, lost the next 4, and the NBA title. That still burns with them. Most of those guys are still there on the Sun squad, and they're healthy for probably the first time altogether since the first couple weeks of the season. So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Suns here, and they've gone 18-3 against East teams. And Milwaukee, a great shooting team, pretty good, but better on the road, 47%. Booker's another one, MVP candidate. He's been carrying this team all year, 30-1. A couple of weeks ago, we talked about it. He was 40-1. He's gaining momentum because he is leading them every single game to victory. And not every single game, but Phoenix is right there. Good defensively, offensively. I think they get this. Aiton's going to do some damage to Giannis as much as you can. I mean, you just put 2-3 guys on him, he still scores. But Aiton did a good job on him last year in the NBA Finals. So I look forward to that game. That's going to be a real exciting game.
Yes, it is. All right, how about this one, Micah? Washington at Brooklyn. Don't really know what's going on with the Nets here. There were trade rumors about James Harden. So what do you think about this matchup?
Well, I know that James Harden is out for this game. They still might be trying to trade him. I've heard Ben Simmons is a possible deal with Philadelphia, but I can't see how that works. Obviously, Durant is the guy. They're still favored at Caesar Sports to win the NBA title, and this is a team that has lost their last 9 games, 7-1 against the spread. Now, Washington's not much better. Their best player, Beal, is out, and they've gone 1-8 straight up and ATS their last 9 games. Not a lot to go there. But there are players, they've got Dinwiddie and Kuzma, Caldwell Pope, Montrezl Harrell, that play hard every night. And I think they have a little more in them. This all depends on Kyrie Irving. But even if Irving does play, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Wizards here in this spot. And again, we got Harden out, Claxton, we don't know yet. Irving, we don't know yet either. So this is the NBA. This is what it is. But I'm going to take the worst team. By the way, these are the 2 worst cover teams in the NBA. So it's like I'm taking the worst of the worst kind of. Brooklyn's the worst. Washington's second worst. We're going to go ahead and take Washington to cover this game.
All right, great stuff, Micah. Let's go to college basketball. This week has been a lot of fun with all the conference games. So let's look at the Big Ten matchup, Purdue at Michigan. Purdue -3, total on that game 149.5.
Yeah, this is a game where, Michigan, they play so much better at home, so that's an edge. They shoot above 50%, but they're 0-3 against ranked teams this season. Has not been good next season for Juwan Howard after last season. Just there's so much fun, so much energy, just not lacking, not getting good shooting, and defensive pressure hasn't been there. We've got Purdue. They've won their last 6, and they're against ranked teams 5-1 against ranked teams, and they're just the better team overall right now. This is why I don't like betting against Big Ten teams, road teams, but in this spot, they're just flat out the better team in all metrics combined. So I look for Purdue to go in and get that win and move on to the next level. And this will keep them in first place. They're in a 3-way tie right now for the Big Ten league. So go Purdue, go Boilermakers. Hey,
Right,
you got some, Alex, you got some NHL plays, at least 1 or 2?
I do have one NHL play I really like, and you know what hockey bettors love is getting plus money or at least even money with a great team, and that's what you're doing with Carolina. They're playing at Boston. You can get even money right now. Check Odds Checker. You might be able to get even better than that. So they've won 2 in this series so far this year. Usually you'd say the revenge factor, but they're coming off of 2 losses, and Carolina doesn't like to lose 3 in a row. They've only done it once this season. So let's go Canes. Micah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope everyone the best of luck tonight on their Thursday plays. I'm Alex White here with Micah Roberts for Odds Checker.